Morning all. We are back down the unit. And today, I'm going to dyno the van. And Bamo's here because he's trying to make a seat for his kit car. So he's going to make a lovely mess.
That's what I do best.
So, a few little things I need to sort out on the van before it can go on the dyno. I haven't got an air temp sensor, so I've brought one down. I'm going to take off a boost pipe, tick a boss into it and then fit an air temperature sensor. Got a new oil pressure switch because I've still got a little bit of an oil leak. I sorted the one out from the oil cooler pipes that you see last time, but I took the oil pressure sensor out and changed the copper washer because I thought it was that, but it wasn't, it was the actual switch itself. So I've ordered a whole new switch to fit, so I'm going to fit that. I also spent £25 on that stupid little bracket that I lost because I gave up and couldn't find it. So I should be able to clip all my handbrake cables back in. Not that that really matters too much for the dyno, but you know, at least I can actually park on a hill now. So yeah, let's get on with it. I'm gonna let the ramp down, strip the oil pressure switch out and just crack on. You don't need to see that. Right, let's do it. So, oil pressure switch is done. A little bit fiddly because it's down there, but you can just unbolt the coil and just get down over the spanner, but that's all right. I'm gonna put my air temp sensor here, just before the throttle body. I like to put the air temp sensor in the boost pipe rather than actually in the inlet manifold. So if the inlet manifold is obviously bolted to the head, then it heat soaks and you can get a bit of a weird inaccurate reading. I just prefer it. It'll work fine in the inlet manifold if you have to do that. And a lot of cars come that way as standard, especially Ford-based stuff, but it just sits better with me in the boost pipe. I'll show you what temp sensor I'm using, if you can find it. Found it. So, this is the air temp sensor I'm using. It's just a Bosch air temp sensor, and I've got these little adapters, so I'm literally going to TIG weld that about there. Obviously drill a hole all the way through, and then that sensor slides in. It's EV1 connector, which is the same as the loom, and then I can fit that all back up. I do also need to take that little bung out of there and connect a little spigot to the actuator, because obviously at the moment I have no boost control. I don't know if I have a fit in the right size, but I've got a few spigots and I've got tap and die sets, so worst case I'll drill it out, tap it to the right size, and yeah, you'll see. Right, let's crack on. Oh, I'm going to weld this up now. Yeah. Right, so I've got the boost pipe in the vise, drilled the hole through it, cleaned it all up, cleaned my gloves. Everything has to be clinically clean. I'm going to tick that, all being well. There. Should be alright. Hopefully I can make a nice job of it. Right, let's give it a go. As you know, I'm no professional TIG welder, but that is not looking too bad. I think I've got the heat up a bit high because I'm chasing the puddle really fast and I don't want to blow a hole in the pipe. But it's all right, it hasn't bubbled through yet. Loads of burrs in there though, look. I need to clean all that out. It's all right though, it's all right. It's getting there. Right, I'm going to finish it off and then I'll come back to you. It was all going so well, like it was literally, I was quite happy with how it was turning out. As you can see, it's not amazing. All around here was really nice, and then here I managed to dip the fucking tungsten in the puddle. It's on, doesn't look great, but it's on, and I'm sure it's going to work. Right, while that's cooling down, I am going to try and find a spigot to screw into here. Hopefully I've got one that will go straight in, so let's take the Allen key out and see what happens. Woo! Bano's carving out his seat out there, that's what that noise is, trying to make it fit in here. Well, not trying to make the seat fit, he's trying to make him fit in the seat in the car. Right, I finished the boost pipe. That's the little sensor all fitted and bolted in. Still not overly happy with that weld, but it will do, I'm sure. That's what it looks like inside. It's an open tip sensor, so you can see like the little electrode just in the flow of the air there. It's not covered by anything, so it's the quickest acting sensor you can get at the moment, I'd say. Found a spigot from a Mac valve, screwed straight in, which was nice. I think it's like M10 by 1, so I just need a bit of hose to connect that up, but I'm going to refit this boost pipe. I'm I need to wrestle that into there, put the clips on, and see how it goes. Yeah. You having fun?
No.
Mama can't fit in his car.
I kind of got a few.
Put your head back.
Got a few problems.
But you're not on the headrest.
Yeah.
Cool car though. Yeah. Right, getting distracted. Let's crack on. What was I going to say? Right, so I've been tinkering with the van. Put all the boost pipe back on. I've connected the little spigot to the actuator. I loosened the actuator off and turned it round as well. I left it really long because obviously these looms come pre-made with a boost control solenoid, just in case I want to put a bit more boost into it. Just cable tied all the wiring back out of the way. Made it all look a little bit nicer, tidied it all up very slightly. So I think it's ready to put it on the dyno. I dynoed a BMW this morning, so my dyno is currently in rear-wheel drive mode, which is the chassis all the way back here. So it's on rails for anyone who hasn't seen this dyno. So I need to pull the dyno forward. That's the BMW on 135i. Nice bit of power, that. 400 foot-pound of torque, 448 horsepower. So yeah. Right, let's get the fan out, let's open the door, move the dyno forward, put the ramps down, you'll see what it's like. Right, let's crack on. Ta-da! And now it's in front wheel drive mode. See? Car sits here, always faces forward. Very nice. Right, let's get the van on. Strap it down, dial it in, see if we can make some numbers. But I'm not going to tell you what numbers it makes. Right, I've got Edd-Gasket all strapped down. I've got the fan blower right on the intercooler. It's like the perfect height, that is. Lovely old job. I've got the exhaust probe in the side. I've got my little map sensor for the dyno connected so I can measure what boost he makes. Let's get the old TV down. Very, very slow, this TV, so I won't stand there and film the whole thing. Got the side straps on, got the handbrake on, got the back straps on. I'm just going to do all the boring stuff to start with, so I'm just going to run it up, dial it in, low down. I want to make sure it holds temperature. I want to make sure that everything seems hunky-dory. Because obviously I've not run this car up properly yet, so let's see how it pans out. I won't show you the boring stuff, but I'll keep you updated. Right, let's crack on. It's going all right. I've been dialing it in. Checked, it's got no water leaks, got no oil leaks, got no fuel leaks, which is all good. So for a Renault, it's pretty dry. Just got it sitting in the cell at the moment, just cooling off a bit, just letting the cell clear out and declutter, because it was all a little bit stinky and rich in there really. Because I've got the side exit exhaust and I haven't got like a fan that I can, or an extractor that I can aim at the exhaust. So I have got one, I just haven't fitted it yet. So it kind of stinks in there a bit, which ain't ideal. So I'm just letting it cool off in there, but it's going the right way. I've dialed it all in, low down, dialed in all the little, you know, the light throttle loads and stuff like that. Targeting Lambda 1. It's going okay. Ollie's down here today. I bought this ramp off of Facebook Marketplace. I think it was like 500 quid. It's a single post ramp and it's a 2-ton ramp. So Ollie's bolting it there. It's already been wired up to the board. It's 3-phase. Picked up in Colchester. It's all right. My plan is I can put a car on there, up, and one underneath, and get a bit of extra storage. So yeah, it's all right. It's panning out okay. Right, let's crack on. Right, let's go for a power run, see what happens. Look at it, it spikes right up. So, been doing a bit of investigating with Oliver. What's happening is, I had the boost cut set to like 10 psi, hit it straight away. Okay, that's fair enough, run a bit more. Raised it up to a bar, hit it straight away. I was like, maybe put an overboost time limit, gave it half a second. It went to 25 psi, then hit boost cut. I was like, that ain't right. Look, you can see it. On the graph, you can kind of see it spikes to 25. I was like, that is way too much boost. So, I've got like a little pressure tester that I can hook up to the compressor, and then it just feeds air into it. You can adjust the, you know, the actual pressure. So I've teed that into the actuator. So actuator starts opening at 20 psi. It's a lot of boost. Fuel's there though. So what I need to do is I need to loosen off this nut, and I need to try and slacken that wastegate arm, because I can't be running that amount of boost just yet, especially as the lowest boost that I can run as well. That'll be well up there. So yeah, I'm going to let it cool down. I'm going to slacken off this nut, pop the arm off the actuator, and then I'm going to unwind it and make it a bit slacker, and see if I can make it boost a little less, but it looks like it's going to run a lot. So yeah, I'm going to have a play. Yeah. I ain't touching that turbo, it's way too hot. So I've got my inlet fan blowing loads of cold air on it. That cool down, give it 10-15 minutes, I'll be able to touch it. I would normally just go for it, but I really don't want to lose the little clip, because I ain't got any spare. Should have really. Yeah, well too hot. That'll cool down. Looking alright though, if I can get the boost down, should be alright. 25. Fuel was there, look. Didn't blow up. So, what I realised was happening was, because the base mat was so rich and the ignition timing was so safe, so it's quite retarded, the mixture of it being too rich and too retarded meant that the burn was probably continuing into the exhaust manifold, and as it was still expanding, it was kind of acting a little bit like anti-lag or launch control, where you retard the timing and dump loads of fuel in. Because it burns in the exhaust manifold, it then spools the turbo. So that's kind of what was happening, and that's probably why it was over boosting, because I've leaned it out now, I've put some timing in it, and it's not over boosting anymore. It's all quite nice. I'm making it about 15 psi, about a bar, so that's kind of where I want it to be. I've still got a little bit of tuning to do. I haven't optimized the timing map yet. I think it wants a bit more timing, but I'm revving it to 7,000 RPM and it seems to like it. But you've seen the title of this video, so now let me explain. It's competition time. I'm not going to show you what power the van makes. I'm going to show you some power runs. I'm going to run through the spec with you. I'm going to show you the boost, I'm going to show you the timing, and I'm going to show you the air fuel ratio as logged on the dyno. You need to guess accurately how much power you think my van is making. And if you get it right, I'll give you 100 quid. But there is some terms and conditions to this. What you need to do is you need to share the YouTube video on your Facebook wall, not the post, the actual copy and paste the YouTube video, share that on your own wall. You then need to comment on the Facebook page, on my business page, Ignition Advantages, with your guess. As long as you do these two things and you guess it right, I'll give you 100 quid. So yeah, let's have a bit of fun with it. Let's crack on. So, just done a power run, and as you can tell, I've got a very sophisticated blurring system because I'm that good at editing. It looks like I've taped some blue paper towel over my screen, so you can't see. It looks like it's taped, but it's not. That is very sophisticated green screen CGI blurring technique. I won't go into it now. I'll do another video on it. But yeah, so this is fueling. So we've got Lambda here. Here's my fueling. And then this is boost here. So 16 PSI is that line there. We're making about 16, 17 PSI, just under 17 PSI boost. We are revving to 7,000 RPM, or just over 7,000 RPM. So there you go. You can see the fueling, you can see the boost. What power do you think it makes? Let me know. So, I'm going to give you the spec of the van so you can try and work out what power it makes. It is a Renault 5 GT turbo engine, essentially. The C1J engine, very popular. It's got forged pistons, it's got steel rods in it. It's got an ALD ported and polished head. It's got standard valve springs. I probably should have uprated them, but yeah, whatever. It's got some sort of a lively cam in it. I don't really know what cam is in it. I got given it and I just threw it in. He said, that'll liven it up, and I did. I just threw it in. So it's got a cam in it. It's got a Zoo Speed inlet manifold on it that he converted to EFI for me. It's got a Z-Tech 2-litre blacktop throttle body. Got to get a bit of Ford under here, obviously. You know who I am. So yeah, it's got a Z-Tech 2-litre blacktop throttle body on it. It's on a standard exhaust manifold because I don't want to lose the burble of a Renault 5 GT turbo sound. It's on a Pulsar turbo. And it's on a 2.5-inch downpipe, front mount intercooler. It's obviously got VW coil pack, so it's not distributor anymore, and it's EFI. If you want to look up the specs of the turbo, I'll even show you a picture of the box it comes in. So there you go, Paul's here, you can see everything about the turbo. It's basically a 3942G made in China, so it's like a knockoff copy, but boy does it work well. So yeah, don't really know what else to say. Right, so competition time. This is what you need to do. You need to guess what power you think my van makes. You need to guess the horsepower figure as close as you can. Whoever is closest wins. But the terms and conditions are, you need to go onto my business Facebook page. You need to comment exactly how much horsepower you think it makes. You then need to copy and paste the YouTube video on your Facebook wall, not the business page post, the actual YouTube video. You need to copy and paste that onto your wall. Guess the power on my business page. And I'm going to leave this competition running till Saturday the 24th of August. And then I'll post a video on Sunday the 25th of August announcing the winner. So yeah, you know what you need to do. Go for it. Right. Like, share, subscribe. Cheers guys. Oh, and guess. Bye.